Are you over 60 and taking vitamins to stay healthy? What if I told you some of those pills might actually be doing more harm than good? In today's video, we're revealing 4 dangerous vitamins seniors should never take, and 4 you should be taking every single day to boost energy, protect your heart, and stay sharp as you age. Let's make sure your supplement routine is actually helping your health, not hurting it. As we age, our bodies absorb nutrients differently. Some vitamins become essential, while others can build up to dangerous levels, especially if you're on medications. Became bury some closes, inundated to this long populace. That's why it's so important to know what to take and what to toss. Let's talk about a vitamin that's essential, but only in the right amount. Vitamin A plays a big role in keeping your eyes healthy, supporting immune function, and even helping your skin stay smooth and strong. Sounds great, right? But here's the problem. Too much of it, especially from supplements, can be downright dangerous. Most people don't realize that vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it doesn't leave your body easily. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like C or B complex, excess vitamin A gets stored in your liver, and over time it can build up to toxic levels. In fact, research shows that taking high doses of vitamin A long-term can lead to serious issues like dizziness and nausea, liver damage, bone thinning. Yes, excess vitamin A has been linked to higher fracture risk, especially in older adults, and in extreme cases, neurological symptoms like blurred vision or headaches. That's not the kind of help your body needs. What's especially tricky is that vitamin A is often hidden in multivitamins or high-dose supplements marketed for skin, hair, or immune health. And if you're also eating liver, dairy, or fortified foods, you may be getting more than you think. Smart senior tip: you likely don't need a separate vitamin A supplement at all. Most people get enough from foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, leafy greens, eggs, and dairy. These contain beta-carotene, a plant-based form of vitamin A that your body converts as needed, without the risk of toxicity. So remember, when it comes to vitamin A, more is not better. Stick to food sources, and if you do take a supplement, make sure it doesn't exceed the recommended daily allowance, which for seniors is around 700 micrograms are for women and 900 micrograms are for men. Because protecting your vision and immune system shouldn't come at the cost of your bones or liver. Vitamin E is often praised as a heart helper and immune booster, and in the right form and dose, it is. But here's where it gets tricky. Not all vitamin E is created equal. Many supplements contain synthetic vitamin E, labeled as DL-alpha tocopherol. And while it may look like the real thing, studies show your body doesn't absorb or use it as well as the natural version, which is listed as D-alpha tocopherol. And here's the real concern. High doses of synthetic vitamin E, especially above 400 IU daily, have been linked to an increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke, a type of stroke caused by bleeding in the brain. That's the exact opposite of what most seniors are trying to prevent. In fact, a major 2005 meta-analysis found that people taking high doses of vitamin E, especially synthetic, had a higher overall mortality risk. And that risk was most pronounced in older adults and those with pre-existing health conditions. For a mention in Valzer's. Why is it in so many supplements? Because it's cheap to produce. Synthetic vitamin E is commonly found in multivitamins, skin formulas, and even heart health capsules. But for seniors, the risks can outweigh the benefits, especially when taken without medical supervision. Smart senior tip: you don't need to ditch vitamin E altogether. Just get it from whole foods whenever possible. Some of the best sources include nuts and seeds, like almonds and sunflower seeds, spinach and leafy greens, avocados, olive oil. These foods deliver vitamin E along with other beneficial nutrients and antioxidants in a form your body knows how to use. And if your doctor does recommend a supplement, make sure it's the natural form. Look for labels that say D-alpha tocopherol, not DL, and always stay within safe limits, usually no more than 15 milligrams, 22.5 units a day, from all sources, unless prescribed. Because when it comes to stroke prevention and brain health, quality and dose matter a lot, which is iron is an essential mineral. It helps your body make red blood cells, carry oxygen, and prevent fatigue. But here's the catch. More isn't better, especially as you get older. In fact, for seniors who aren't iron deficient, taking extra iron through supplements can do more harm than good. Let's break it down. Unless you've been diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia by your doctor, which is less common in older adults, your body likely has all the iron it needs. And when you take in more than necessary, that iron doesn't just get flushed out. Instead, it can accumulate in your liver, heart, and other organs, leading to a condition called iron overload or hemochromatosis. And that's where the danger comes in. Excess iron has been linked to increased oxidative stress, inflammation, and even a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. One 2013 study found that older adults with high ferritin levels, a marker of iron storage, had significantly greater risk of developing cardiovascular issues, even without showing symptoms of anemia. So here's what you should do. Only take iron if your doctor confirms you need it based on blood tests. Avoid multivitamins that contain iron unless specifically recommended. Be mindful of iron-fortified foods if you're already eating a balanced diet. And don't worry, you can still get iron naturally through food in safe amounts. Lean red meats, in moderation, spinach and leafy greens, lentils and beans, pumpkin seeds. Smart senior tip. If you're postmenopausal or an older man, your iron needs drop significantly. So don't assume you need what you did at age 30. In this case, less is truly more. And protecting your heart, liver, and brain is worth putting down that extra iron pill. Here's a big myth that needs busting. If a little is good, a lot must be better. When it comes to vitamins, especially for seniors, that's not true. In fact, mega doses can do more harm than good. You've seen them on the shelf. Massive multivitamin pills promising to cover all your bases with 200%, 300%, sometimes even 1000% of your daily needs. But here's the problem. Your body doesn't need that much. And for many vitamins, it can't even use it all. What happens to the excess? Some of it gets flushed out, especially water-soluble ones like vitamin C and B complex. But others like vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble. They build up in your body, and over time, this can lead to toxicity and real health problems. For example, too much vitamin A can cause dizziness, liver damage, and even weaken your bones. Excess vitamin E, especially in synthetic form, has been linked to a higher risk of stroke. High levels of certain B vitamins can interact with medications or worsen nerve damage. And seniors are especially vulnerable. Your metabolism slows down, your liver processes nutrients differently, and you may already be taking medications that interact with common supplements. The truth? You don't need a kitchen sink approach. What you need is targeted, age-appropriate support based on your personal needs, not a megadose multivitamin designed for a 25-year-old athlete. Smarter approach. Get blood work to identify actual deficiencies. Supplement only what's needed, like vitamin D, B12, or calcium, if your doctor recommends it. Focus on food first. Real nutrition from whole foods absorbs better and works in harmony with your body. Bottom line, mega multivitamins might look like an easy fix, but they're often expensive, urine at best, and harmful at worst. Stick with what your body actually needs. When it comes to supplements, precision beats excess every time. For vitamins seniors should take daily. When it comes to essential nutrients for healthy aging, vitamin D3 is at the top of the list. Why? Because as we age, our bodies don't produce vitamin D as efficiently, and many older adults spend more time indoors, away from natural sunlight. That means deficiency is extremely common, even if you're eating well. Let's start with the bones. Vitamin D3 is crucial for calcium absorption, which helps keep your bones strong and prevents fractures. Without enough D3, even a diet rich in calcium won't protect your skeleton. That's why low vitamin D is directly linked to osteoporosis and brittle bones in seniors. But the benefits go far beyond your skeleton. Immunity. D3 strengthens your immune system, helping you fight off infections more easily. Mood. Low levels are associated with depression, fatigue, and even brain fog, especially in older adults. Muscle strength. A good level of D3 helps prevent falls by keeping your muscles stronger and more responsive. Unfortunately, most seniors aren't getting enough. Whether it's from sunscreen, cloudy weather, or just aging skin, natural vitamin D production drops off. That's why supplementation is so important. How much do you need? Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day for adults over 65, but some people may need more depending on their blood levels. Always check with your doctor before increasing your dose. And when choosing a supplement, look for vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. It's the more active, effective form compared to D2. Bonus tip: taking D3 with a meal that includes some healthy fat like avocado, olive oil, or eggs can help your body absorb it better. Bottom line, if you're over 60 and not already supplementing with vitamin D3, it's worth discussing with your doctor. This simple step can strengthen your bones, lift your mood, and even lower your risk of chronic illness, all from one small daily capsule. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked, but absolutely vital, nutrients for seniors: vitamin B12. This powerhouse vitamin supports nerve health, brain function, memory, and energy metabolism. In other words, it helps you stay sharp, steady on your feet, and full of energy. Why is B12 so important as we age? As we get older, our stomachs produce less of a substance called intrinsic factor, and without it, we can't absorb B12 properly from food. That means even if you're eating plenty of B12-rich foods like meat, fish, or eggs, your body might not be absorbing enough. In fact, up to 20% of seniors over 60 are either deficient or borderline deficient in B12, and many don't even know it. The symptoms can be sneaky: fatigue, numbness or tingling in hands and feet, balance issues, brain fog or memory lapses, even mood changes like anxiety or depression. But the good news? It's easy to fix. How to take it? Because absorption from food is often impaired in older adults, doctors often recommend supplementing with B12, especially in sublingual form. That means dissolving under the tongue. This bypasses the digestive system and gets straight into your bloodstream. You can also get B12 through nasal sprays or monthly injections if your levels are severely low. Talk to your doctor about what's best for you. What to look for: choose methylcobalamin, a natural active form of B12, instead of cyanocobalamin when possible. A daily dose of 500 to 1,000 micrograms is usually safe and effective for most seniors, though your doctor may suggest more based on your levels. Bonus tip: if you're eating less meat or following a mostly plant-based diet, B12 is non-negotiable. It's only found in animal products and fortified foods. Bottom line, if you're over 60 and feeling tired, forgetful, or off balance, B12 might be the missing link. A simple supplement could give you your energy and clarity back and help protect your nerves and brain for years to come. This one isn't technically a vitamin, but when it comes to senior health, omega-3 fatty acids are absolutely essential. Found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, omega-3s are a type of polyunsaturated fat that your body can't make on its own. That means you need to get them from food or supplements, and the benefits are huge. First up, your heart. Omega-3s are best known for their powerful effect on cardiovascular health. They help lower blood pressure, reduce triglycerides, decrease the risk of blood clots, and keep your heart rhythm steady. In fact, seniors who consume omega-3s regularly have been shown to reduce their risk of heart attack, stroke, and sudden cardiac death. But that's just the beginning. Omega-3s are also crucial for your brain. Studies show they help slow cognitive decline, support memory, and may even reduce the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. That's because they reduce brain inflammation and support healthy cell membranes, keeping your mind clearer longer. And for your joints and mobility, omega-3s fight inflammation throughout the body, which can ease arthritis pain, improve joint flexibility, and make daily movement more comfortable. Where to get them? Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, herring, and mackerel, aim for 2-3 servings a week, or fish oil supplements, especially if you don't eat much seafood. What to look for in a supplement? Choose one with at least 500 to 1,000 milligrams combined EPA and DHA, the two most beneficial forms. Go for a product that's third-party tested for purity and free from heavy metals. Bonus, if it's in triglyceride form, it's better absorbed than the cheaper ethyl ester versions. Plant-based? Look for algae-based omega-3 supplements. They contain DHA and are a great vegan alternative, though you may still want to supplement with some EPA separately. One tip: If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor first, since omega-3s can mildly thin the blood. Bottom line, omega-3s are one of the most well-studied, senior-friendly nutrients out there. From your brain to your heart to your joints, this healthy fat supports every part of healthy aging. When it comes to nutrients, most seniors are missing out on magnesium tops the list. And that's a problem because this powerhouse mineral plays a role in over 300 essential functions in the body. Let's break it down. First, sleep. Magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters that calm the brain and nervous system. Seniors who are low in magnesium often report restless sleep, leg cramps, or waking up multiple times at night. Boosting your magnesium levels can support deeper, more restorative rest without relying on sleep aids. Next, blood pressure. Magnesium helps relax the blood vessels, which lowers resistance and helps keep your blood pressure in a healthy range. In fact, some studies show that getting enough magnesium can reduce the need for blood pressure medications, especially when paired with potassium and a heart-healthy diet. And for your muscles, magnesium is crucial for muscle contraction and relaxation. Low levels can lead to twitching, cramps, and even long-term weakness. It also helps regulate calcium levels, which keeps bones strong and muscles balanced. Bonus, brain and mood support. Magnesium may also help with stress, anxiety, and even mild depression. It supports healthy cortisol levels and helps buffer your body's stress response, something many older adults benefit from as life changes and challenges increase. The problem? More than half of adults over 60 are mildly deficient in magnesium, and most don't even know it. Why? Because it's not always picked up in routine blood tests, and common medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, and certain diabetes drugs deplete magnesium stores. So how can you get more? Food sources include leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts, and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, beans and lentils, avocados and bananas, dark chocolate, in moderation. Supplements can help if your diet falls short, but the type matters. Best forms for seniors, magnesium glycinate, gentle on the stomach, great for sleep and relaxation. Magnesium citrate, good for digestion and mildly relieving constipation. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's cheap, but poorly absorbed. A quick tip, start with a low dose, 100-200 milligrams, and increase gradually if needed. Too much at once can cause loose stools, so listen to your body. The bottom line, magnesium is one of the simplest, most effective ways to support better sleep, lower stress, balance blood pressure, and smoother muscle function. It's a quiet hero in healthy aging, and one worth adding to your daily routine. Stick to third-party tested brands, look for USP or ANSF certified labels, and avoid megadoses unless directed by your doctor. And yes, always talk with your healthcare provider before starting anything new. Want an even easier way to protect your health? Focus on food first. A diet rich in whole foods, leafy greens, fatty fish, beans, and berries can reduce your need for many supplements. If you're over 60 and serious about your health, now's the time to be smart about what goes into your body. Comment below, which supplement are you taking daily or planning to stop? Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for weekly senior health tips, made simple, and don't forget to share this with a loved one over 60 who might need it.